Hey guys, it's your girl C2 along with my brother Marcus Benjamin, and we're here with another post-game reaction at the Hard Rock. Miami handled business tonight 42-7.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
They covered that spread. That backdoor cover. You seen that, man? That backdoor cover.
Honestly,
all those bettors out there, they was happy, man. They was like, oh, thank you, Gerard Pringle, for scoring that last touchdown to cover. Good teams play well, great teams cover.
It sounds like they covered for you. Anyway, guys, today was one of those days, those nights Miami definitely needed tonight, especially going to SMU next week, especially what happened last week after they took their first L of the season. Definitely a get-back game versus Stanford. They handled business, but it was not looking too good in the first half.
Not at all.
Just a little bit, though. Like, what were your thoughts on the first half? What was going through your mind when it was 7-7?
Like, why the hell is it 7-7? This is Stanford. I mean, come on. I mean, I understand this team beat Florida State last week, but I get that. But Miami has far superior talent than Stanford. No disrespect to the players on Stanford. A couple of South Florida kids on that team, Cedric Irvin, Dylan Stevenson, and others. But Miami has a squad that is supposed to be competing for a national championship, ACC championship. You're favored by 29 points. You're supposed to handle business. It's not supposed to be tied 7-7. So I'm not convinced about this offense at all. The defense, I still feel pretty solid about. I think they held Stanford to under 200 yards total. But offensively, I expect to see a lot more explosive plays. And I was talking to the guys in the press box about this. I was just like, can you imagine what this team would be without Malachi Toney? Like, what kind of record would they have without the freshman sensation Malachi Toney?
I say all the time, thank God for baby Jesus. No, seriously, because last game, he gave them spark. Like, he's just one of those guys that creates that momentum for Miami. Like, without Malachi Toney, I have no idea what that offense would look like. No idea what Miami team. That's kind of crazy to say from a freshman. Malachi Toney is making such a huge difference in this year's Miami team. But that's a $1 million question, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, an 18-year-old. What would this team do without this 18-year-old on this team? I don't know. But the good thing that I did see tonight was the fact that Beck spread the ball around. Like, we saw a lot of other receivers catch the ball besides Malachi Toney. Actually. And we saw Emery get in, too. Late in the game. Emery. It was an Emery sighting.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a JoJo sighting as well. Even though I didn't see him catch any footballs. Correct us if he did. But I didn't see him catch any footballs. But he was out there. So that's positive. That's a good sign to see him.
Josh Moore.
Josh Moore got some work for sure.
So, I mean, between the first half and second half, something had to give. I'm looking. There were two different teams between the first and the second half, and I think the biggest thing that came out of that was execution. That's what they were lacking last week against Louisville, and this is what they needed for the second half to pull away the way that they did. I felt like Mark Fletcher Jr. had an incredible night, but he had a huge night. He had a huge night, 106 yards, a record-setting night, 3 touchdowns. So that's the most touchdowns Mark's career, right?
Yeah,
that's
in his career,
right?
Yep.
So with that, I mean, and then we saw some other Lau got in.
Yeah.
Jordan Lau got in. He got in for 6, right?
Yeah, he scored a touchdown. Gerard Pringle scored a touchdown. So the running game did get going in the end. We saw a little bit more creativity from the run game. I was tired of seeing. I think everybody's kind of tired of seeing just up the middle runs. So you saw a little off tackle here and there. You saw a little zone read. So you felt a little bit better about the run game.
If I had $1 for every time someone asks, why are we not more creative? Why are we not running outside? Why are you asking me? Ask Shannon Dawson. Ask Coach Merritt.
Or Alex Mirabal.
Yeah, he's supposed
to be the run game coordinator.
Yeah, he is the run game coordinator. Ask those guys. I don't know, guys, but today we saw a little bit of that, so I'm happy to hear that. I saw some execution, which is a huge thing for me. In order for Miami to continue to be successful, and that execution just has to be, but it needs to come sooner, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd like to see this team start off a little bit faster, just start off out the gate. Act like you're a team that is a top 10 team, because they don't really act like they're a top 10 team until the second half. You know what I think really happened in this game? I think Miami just really kind of wore them out as the game went on.
Yeah.
Usually when you have superior talent, the talent just starts to show up in the second half. And I think Stanford got a little exhausted. There was not sun out today, but it was humid.
Yeah.
It's humid like it always is. And I don't think these Bay Area guys were really kind of used to that humidity. I think that kind of wore them down, along with the running game and the defense, and that's why the Hurricanes, I think, were able to pull away in this game.
But we failed to mention who did not play tonight. Although, with this win, Mesidor did not play tonight.
Yeah.
He was out. Akeem Mesidor. I thought that would make a huge difference, but I felt like the D-line definitely held their own tonight. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they did. I think they caused some pressure. There were a couple of turnovers today. Wesley Basaint got an interception.
Yeah, shout out to Wes for his interception. I was so happy for Wes seeing him
I wanted to get in the end zone,
right?
right?
It was right there.
It was really
right
close.
There. But yeah, so Wes, OJ, I saw him after the game. I'm like, bro, what's going? He was just like, so I don't know what's going on with that, but OJ was out.
We did see Ethan O'Connor get the start.
We did.
So that was interesting to see. But Xavier Lucas was the one who actually got the interception.
Yes.
So
happy to see Six get one.
Yeah.
I feel like Bryce Fitzgerald was the main DB, really getting like interceptions within the last few weeks or so.
Yeah. So it's good to see some other guys really kind of get in the mix. This DB room is very deep. I'm still impressed with the defense. I think Miami really kind of held their own in the second half, like I said.
Right.
But if they don't start faster, they're going to lose some of these games.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this next game against SMU. I'm worried about a future game against Pitt, who's starting to look really good now. So, and I'm also worried about the clock management too. To be honest with you,
talk to me about it.
I mean, in the first half, we already stated 7-7, right? When Miami scores a touchdown, I think there was like a minute or so left, and they were stopping. Stanford had a chance to have another possession to score, at least a field goal or something. You use a timeout or two, you have a chance to score some more points before the half. If Stanford is a better team, they probably will, beat you if you don't properly utilize your timeouts and just kind of manage the time. So I'm really kind of worried just a little bit about the time management thing with Coach Cristobal.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like, why didn't you just take the timeouts? You're just going to keep 3 timeouts? That's why you have them.
Yeah, time management has always been a thing, so... we'll see.
It is what it is. We'll see if it ends up biting them in the ass in the end.
Yeah, shout out to, I did want to shout out to Johnson. Seeing him tonight, he was on fire tonight. Tony Johnson had a great game. It was good to see him as well. I just wanted to throw that out there for sure because, I don't know, he was very explosive. I messed with it.
Yeah.
I messed with it. What's your thoughts on it?
For sure. I thought he did well. I think the fact that a lot of different receivers were involved was good to see. It wasn't just Malachi Tony and everybody else.
Daniels.
And CJ Daniels,
And Malachi Tony and everyone else is crazy.
Just to even say, right?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Baby Jesus and the boys. It feels like, Tony and the gang. It feels like,
No. Tony and the gang's crazy.
It just feels like, Mally and the mob. I could keep going. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We can cut it right there, bro. We can cut it right there. But overall, though, they handled business in the second half. They won the game. As they should have in that fashion. Going into, before that, I just want to say I'm very happy. I mean, I know this season they had quite a bit of home games. The crowds have been great, thus far. Tonight was Military Appreciation Night.
I'm glad
so,
you mentioned that.
Yes.
So how do you feel about these uniforms they came out with?
I feel like they're mid. In the words of Cam Moore, mid. I just,
I feel you.
I've seen better.
I feel you.
I've seen better. I don't know. It just was not like.
I mess with the helmets.
Woo.
I mess with the helmets. I like the black and the green. The jerseys, I wasn't so high on. And then the combination with the green pants.
Yeah.
Like that for me was kind of clashing.
Yeah.
And it's camouflage too. You know what I'm saying? When you camouflage, you're supposed to you're almost like invisible, right?
It wasn't
with grass.
camouflagey. It was
I don't know,
It looked
man.
better online than it looked in person to me.
I feel like that's why Carson Beck couldn't see the receivers out there because in the camouflage.
I'm weak anyway.
He couldn't. They was blending in with the green grass. That's how I feel.
They were all right. I like them, but I'm not like in a hurry to oh yeah, definitely yeah. But shout out to everyone that served. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Shout out to me too. I served too. I did my time.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. It's always great to see everyone out here. And also too, we had some guys inducted into the Ring of Honor. Bryant McKinney, alum. We also had Andre Johnson, right receiver. We had Dan Morgan, all get inducted into the Ring of Honor. So it was so good.
All well deserved.
Seeing those guys out here receiving, what they deserve. So the alums are always out here, but it was a
Your
really
boy Michael
good.
Irvin was out here again.
Yeah, he's on the team at this point. But
secondary mascot.
Yeah, right,
him and Sebastian,
right.
the two mascots of the team.
Pretty much. But yeah, it was really good seeing the military appreciation on top of the Ring of Honor. Pretty cool to see everything going on. But overall, man, going into next week, SMU in Dallas. Against
Big D.
Yes. I will be there. I know you probably won't.
Won't. I'll be there in spirit.
But okay. Thoughts on SMU?
Trap game. It's a trap game, straight up. Yes, absolutely. SMU lost today to Wake Forest on a last-second field goal, and they only scored 12 points, 13 points, something like that. It just seems like a recipe they just gonna score 50 on my end. Especially being that it's Rhett Lashley, the former offensive coordinator here at Miami.
No, a lot of Canes are now at SMU.
Yeah.
They call it little baby Miami.
Yeah, that's Miami 2.0 over there at SMU.
Miami 2.0.
Nah, that's crazy. Too much.
Crazy, yeah. Yeah, you kind of ODing with them.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, though.
I'm on one today.
But I mean,
it's been a while though,
Yeah, I know.
I just had to. I gotta let a lot of stuff out.
But guess what? We're gonna make sure Syracuse. We're here.
Syracuse
at the Hard
Rock. Yeah.
Again, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it doesn't rain that game. Damn, can we have a game with no rain?
Yeah. I don't know.
Just one. But anywho.
Yeah, maybe we'll do an instant reaction digitally.
Yeah, we can work something
that,
out. But we greatly appreciate everyone that's been rocking with us.
Yeah.
We have some good stuff coming for y'all. So another post-game reaction tonight. Miami handled business against Stanford. Any last thoughts, man?
Subscribe to the On Game podcast.
Yes.
Myself, Marcus Benjamin.
It doesn't
South
cost
Florida
you a penny.
Sports
It's free.
Reporter. And C2, the queen of South Florida football. We put you on game. We give you all kinds of hot takes like we did tonight. And it's just not going to stop. So subscribe, like, share, all that. We out.